Welcome to the Adam Rothstein Hockey Podcast. This is your podcast for all things hockey. On this podcast, we talk about past history to the modern day and what you can do to grow the sport. I am your host, Adam Rothstein. All right, let's get to the show. Welcome in, everybody. This is episode 50. We did it. It's the 50th episode spectacular, or whatever we're going to call this. I'm going to talk a little bit about myself today, and just I want to say thank you to all my listeners, whomever you are, wherever you are out there. Whether you're in Columbus, Sunrise, I don't know, Baltimore, DC, LA, like whoever's listening to this, wherever you're listening to this, thank you. Just thank you. So today is a very special day. I am 29 years of age, getting up to that 30 mark, and it's kind of scary too. I mean, like 9 years ago, like when I hit 20, it's like, God dang it, I feel like even still I was in the best shape of my life, but like I felt old. I really did feel old. I'm not gonna lie to you because 20-year-olds are tend to be in the best shape, and then like after 22 or 23, you sort of feel it because you go into the workforce. But yeah. All right, so when I began my hockey journey at the age of 12, I was almost 13 at the time, and it amazes me that I never chose to be a goalie. And I think hockey would have been very, very different for me had I chose that. It would have taken me some time to do a butterfly, and I think I would have learned it eventually, but it's more of the motion too. I mean, like, of the butterfly. I probably would have learned it eventually. It might have taken me longer, but I would have learned it. I certainly could have blocked shots. I mean, that was easy for me, being the kid with glasses. And I think it would have just been sort of interesting. I don't know if I would have been wearing goggles, so I'm not sure if anything would have fogged up, but it would have been good. Would have been good. Good experience too. I'd be out there pretty much all the game, but I wouldn't be skating too hard. When I joined the Montgomery Cheetahs, a special hockey organization, my father didn't know whether or not I would continue to play the game onward, and I don't know if I was even sure if I was going to continue it. But I think when I stepped out on the ice for the third time at 12, and I think it's just, and when I started to take off, I took off, and that was it. I think if I started earlier, I mean, I don't know if it just was ever really an option to us. There were a lot of kids that didn't play hockey growing up, and like, until I got to middle school, did I actually know any hockey players. And one of them was a guy by the name of Jesse Gendelman, who actually turned out to be my teammate during my senior year at WJ, and he was definitely a great mentor too, as well, in the Cheetahs organization. So shout out to him. So then there's that. So middle school was pretty easy, getting through that, and just playing that game. And I think I got, and I got better as time went on too, and learned the skating and everything as well. 14 and really throughout high school, I actually tried to hide the fact that I was in special hockey because I mean, girls will look for any flaws in you and they don't see the good in you and even at 14 you were afraid to be who you are and I could have also done chess club or started the chess club. We did not have a chess club at Walter Johnson too, but I think it also would have benefited me as well. And for all the hockey players out there, play some chess. Like really play some chess because your mind is just as important as your body, and you need to be, training mind, body, spirit, all that as well, which is definitely going to be, the best thing for you. And that's the thing is it will be the best thing for you. And yeah, 100%. 100%. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. Whew, man. Okay. So there was that. Um, Now, junior year, I thought I would be on the team. Then, my parents thought, oh, we might move. And then we didn't move. I stayed at WJ, still played for the Cheetahs. I think I could have done house easily. And I think it would have benefited me to play house as well. And when you're like house in single A, that is like the level that like if you're good, just good, you're gonna do really well in that. But if you're double A and triple A, you're excellent in my mind. If you're bantam or you're midget as well, because you can get that variation. So that's kind of interesting as well. A lot of good guys on that team, and I think I would have done okay had I I think I would have done okay better in varsity and I hated being the bench player on at senior year on varsity. I think I could have done better had I got more of a chance. And at the last game, did I perform my best? And and it's a shame that I didn't get more playing time. And it's like I just didn't get enough time to improve, honestly. And when you get one exhibition game and then 10 regular season games, you can't do much with that if the coach doesn't see you. But I think I I did play some house summer league for those under 18. I actually played with some bantams and I did pretty well for what it was worth. I didn't really score much goals. I played defense and I think I should have just been playing forward the whole time and dominating. So it was like 14-year-olds as well. So I was like, right at the cutoff as well. And had a bit of a bad moment. I yelled at a goalie, and I've never heard from him again. But it was still a good experience. And then I also played in Virginia at this pickup league as well. So I was skating like 2 or 3 times a week before college, and then when April of 2012 came along, when I got recruited, quote unquote, I did pretty well and almost scored a goal too. So I was holding my own, and Ty Glover, I showed it off at my senior party, and Ty Glover was impressed with me, and I was the only guy out of his entire graduating class of the hockey players to go on and play college hockey, to my knowledge, unless someone else did. I never heard from Simon. I don't think Tony had it, or he was playing beer league. His college didn't have it, and I got lucky too. I definitely got lucky with that. So about 7 months later, uh I get the magazine article with USA Hockey. I did not make the cover. Your boy did not make the cover, and I thought there was a piece of me that thought, okay, maybe I make the cover. No, didn't make the cover, but I'm glad I made it, and that's okay that I didn't make the cover too, and played against Navy 10 seconds. I dressed for 2 other games, didn't hit the ice, and then uh and then I tried to get something for my sophomore year, dressed 1 game. Uh and then the junior year and senior year was when I became an assistant coach. And I was ready to go at my junior year, and I thought, okay, I'm going to make it. No, no. Coach Slusher wanted me to be an assistant coach. I took the position, and every day I was the first one on the ice and last one off every day. And that definitely did inspire them to do well. We did not win the I did forget to mention the crab pot tournament. We won that, so your boy was part of the winning. Got to play for the championship team, even though it was only for about 10-15 seconds. So there's that. Do I think I would have benefited at a D3 club school? Heck yeah, I think I would have. There's that. The junior and senior year, I was coaching, and I think, and I did command enough respect, even though I was only maybe 2 years older than the freshmen, and some of them were older than me as well. So it was a very weird position to be in at 20 years old and 21 years old, and then 22 when you're a senior. There's still guys older than you, and it was just a very interesting time. I graduate as well. I got my senior picture taken with the crew one last time. That was it. We didn't really advance well, and then then 3 players under me, Peter, Jeremy, and Matt, would go on and do well after that, and I'd come back and see them. And 2019, I went to the alumni game, and that was the last alumni game I went to. I could have gone to this one about a month ago, but I didn't. Now, right out of college, I played. During the summer months, I played for the HK Bearden League team. That's the Hello Kitties, and we got a gag gift of a Hello Kitty hockey jersey, which was pretty funny. Maybe I'll show that to you guys sometime. And that was probably the one of the few times. It's like it was a little embarrassing with the thing, sure. But I kept it, and and it says swim on the back, so it's sink or swim. That was the gag gift. There's that. Oh, good crack there. Let's see what else. I scored 1 goal. During my junior, the junior to summer, the junior to senior summer month of college, and then after that, I did play 1 more season of beer league, and I think, and then that was it, for a little while. I played then I went back to special hockey, played for the Washington Ice Dogs, and dominated that. I got to play against the Coast Guard and scored on them, and they really did try. And then they're like, "Yeah, you're the best guy out." And then it's like, "Yeah, I am." And then in 2018, I actually had to step away from it for a little while to pay off my college debt. But then once I did, 2019 came, and I had already paid off nearly all my debt, and then that final day of 2019, I paid it, and it was done. It was done. 2020, I didn't skate at all. Corona. 2021, I skated 1 time to make sure that I had everything, and I had the ice all to myself because it was July of 2021, and no one was on the ice. They wanted to be out, but I got the whole ice to myself, and that was the only time I got that. Then last year, I joined my beer league in Florida, the AJHL, and yeah, I've been scoring nearly at least a point a game, point or two a game, easy. And some of these guys are good, others are not, and it's goalies are pretty good too, as well. And now I know to shoot, uh, small spaces, and there's like thousands of spaces where you can shoot that puck. I'm still continuing to do it. I'm training now, and I think everyone needs to be training. Go listen to the other podcast episodes as well if you're as well. Uh and now continuing on with the hockey journey, I am working on a book called Growing Hockey. It's going to be on Audible, Spotify. The audiobook's going to be on Audible, Spotify, audiobooks.com, Chirp, subscribe wherever audiobooks go as well. And if you want to be on the list, sign up at rothsteina.substack.com. Go ahead and do that. Also continuing on with my hockey journey, I'm working with this guy at Locked On Islanders. We're gonna get the ads rolling really soon, and we're gonna see if we can grow this podcast to over thousands, if not tens of thousands of listeners. Maybe we get 1 million. Who knows? But yeah, let's get this podcast going too, as well. So I think now my journey just continues as well. I'm not sure if I'll ever go back to being a coach. I did try reffing a few weeks back, but yeah, today's a very special day for me. I'm 29, and I'm 29, and it's the 50th episode, and I think it's a very special day because it symbolizes what I've built over the course of 6 months. So I want to thank you all for listening to this special edition of the Adam Rothstein Hockey Podcast. Please go ahead, subscribe over at Spotify. Listen to this or watch this on Spotify rather. Subscribe at rothsteina.substack.com. You don't need to pay for it, but if you want to become a premium member, it's $5 a month. So sign up over there, and I'll talk to you all in episode 51 after the Super Bowl. Take care.